Hi, I'm Bob. I've been blind since birth, and
Today on Power Rangers,
huh?
Rita Repulsa is shocked as a new evil force approaches her
Who the
palace.
heck are?
Lord Zed arrives. That's right. Today, July 21st, marks the anniversary of Part 1 of the Mutiny.
Oh,
So, you might want to stop whichever review you're doing and film Lord Zed from the Lightning
oh
Collection.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Pretty
yeah,
big deal, champ. Pretty big deal.
yeah. I think weird random announcer guy who's not Dave Mallow is correct. It is the anniversary of Part 1 of the Mutiny, which aired in primetime quite a few years back in 1994. It aired on July 21st, and I was going to do a Star Wars review, but yeah, he's right. Whoever, not Dave Mallow is, I got to quit giving my Zoom number out to random, people. I think somebody sold it already. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, and the premiere of the Mutiny marked this guy's first appearance right here. And yeah, here we have LordZedd from the Lightning Collection. And they did a phenomenal, or more phenomenal job when sculpting this guy. I have him holding his staff in his right hand. This is what he used, of course, to make all the monsters. He would turn objects into monsters rather than getting Finster to make them for him. I felt bad for poor Finster. He didn't get much screen time in season 2. So there is the staff, and I don't know if you can see it that well, but in his left hand, he has his growth grenade or his grow bomb, whichever you like better. I like alliteration, so I'm going to go with growth grenade. He used to manufacture these things out of thin air and throw them down whenever he would make his monsters grow, of course. So he's got that little thing in his left hand. Don't know if you can see it. And I've always loved the design of LordZedd. I got my 8-inch tall LordZedd in probably, I think, October of '94. We were at Target one day, and I mean, it was well after the Mutiny had premiered, and I'd watched it in prime time. And I didn't know what Zed looked like. I don't think I'd asked for a description, so I opened him, and I loved the design. I wasn't traumatized by this big raw beef roast wrapped up in metal and things like that. I loved it. I think I don't know. I was asking my mom what the texture was. She's like, "Oh, he's just all muscle and exposed sinew, and there you can see his brain. You see his brain here. You can feel his brain, the top of his head. See, that's exposed too." And she was just so matter of fact about it. And I love the design of this guy. Just one of the coolest '90s bad guys. And the original, the Bandai versions of Zed, they never had these tubes that he had in the show. You see all these tubes that are running throughout his life support suit or his metal encasement or whatever. I never knew these were on him at all, ever. The Bandai version, the 8-inch and the 5-inch that I had, they didn't have these. So, and when I opened him, I thought I was going to have to cut some wires. I wasn't sure, I was like, why is he tied into this Lightning Collection package so well? I was like, what is this stuff? But thankfully, I didn't cut any tubes. And, I almost mistook them for wires, tying them in the package, but I didn't. And we we dodged a bullet there. So yeah, here's Zed. I'm going to turn him around again from the back. Hopefully he is as centered as I can get him. There we go. See him from the back. And he also has got another accessory here. I don't know how well you're going to be able to see. You can't really hold it. He's got this crystal that he used to siphon off the Green Ranger's powers in the two-parter Green No More. This came from the LordZedd and Rita Repulsa 2-pack that I was able to get Rita in, and that it's a really neat little accessory piece there. I don't know how you can get that into his hand. You probably can't see it that well. I can't get him to hold it. It's too big for his hand. I guess you could just have it sitting by him or whatever. But yeah, that's the little crystal that he comes with there. Pretty neat. And that's LordZedd. And I would like to dedicate this video to the late, great Robert Axelrod, who voiced one of the coolest bad guys in television history. Robert passed away in 2019, and he just blew all of us away with his Zedd and his Finster and Goofish and I don't know how many other monsters, how many other bad guys he did, but man, he was and still is a legend. So yeah, we wouldn't have LordZedd without the amazing voice of Robert Axelrod. And I mean, Ed Neal, who wore the costume, I mean, he's still around, and I'm sure probably attends those cons. I'd like to go to one of the cons at some point, try to meet at least a couple of these guys. But yeah, that's LordZedd. He gets a solid 11 out of 10 because I just love the design of this guy so much. Awesome to have him back after so many years of, not having him. Well, I'll hear you later, and we'll be back to our regularly scheduled, videos tomorrow. Hear you later. May the power protect you. All that good stuff. Bye-bye.